occurred to me after this ruling is, oh, well, okay, now it's just open season. Like if I'm walking around and I'm a white nationalist, coward little kid with an AR-15, and I see somebody drive by with a Black Lives Matter bumper sticker and I feel threatened, I can open fire.
And that's the way they became the race baiting bunch. So wait. Did y'all hear that? This video is brought to you by Extreme Tees. Click on the link below. Make sure you put Kevin in the promo code and you'll get a 20% discount. Now, not everybody is interested in precious metals and IRAs and 401k rollovers. Some people are happily putting their whole life savings on the stock market. Some people are launching themselves into property investments, and some like the idea of cryptos and leverage investments. All at what looks like the top of the market. And what could possibly go wrong with that? I mean, with supply chain issues, inflation on the way, and unemployment climbing, it isn't at all a bit risky. No, not at all. Hey, and don't even get us started on that $25 trillion of debt. Now, if you've been thinking about investing safer so that you can retire comfortably and sleep at night, it might be time to talk to Noble Gold about the tax advantages and other pluses of those precious metal IRAs. Now, of course, you might just love uncertainty, but if you don't, this month, Noble Gold are giving away a free American, the beautiful, solid silver 5-ounce coin with any qualifying IRA you start. And all you got to do is call us at 877-646-5347 or visit our website at noblegoldinvestments.com. That is noblegoldinvestments.com. Now, let's get to this video. What's going on, America? Kevin from Kevin's Corner, where I try to make some sense out of nonsense. And I love black people. Let me just say that up front. For all the black folks that might be watching this video that really don't understand how black conservatives think, and they just come to these conclusions that black conservatives are just sellouts, Uncle Tom's, bootlickers, trying to appeal to white America and all of that stuff. Well, I'm here to destroy some of those narratives and really give you an in-depth understanding of how we view the stupidity that we're about to listen to. So I want to get that clear. I love black people, but these are the type of black people that embarrasses the whole family. I don't want to be associated with black folks that can be moved around on chessboards through their emotions, through not understanding the facts or the details, and being taken advantage of by other black folks who would be quick to call black conservatives Uncle Toms and sellouts. But yet they're used by white corporate media and things of that nature. Thus, the group of black folks that you just heard during my opening. So, apparently, the goal was to make black people lose their mind over this case. And unfortunately, they were somewhat successful, which we're about to find out. So, today's goal and objective, young women and young men just watching, is to focus on two things. One, the regular human's reaction to this whole case. The regular average black person's reaction to what happened during the case. And then look at the media and some politicians that are black and their reaction to the whole verdict. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so let's see. Wait a minute. What have these black race baiters done to these people? Look at this situation right here. This ain't normal, y'all.
The Albanian athlete board? Like slavery was dead.
What's wrong with this one?
Right here. You say that. I am a monument. I am a monument.
Good grief.
Fuck America.
Guys in the back, do not push. We got people on me.
See what I mean? See what I mean? This is what race baiting bunch does. See, they get folks to this level where you're not rational. This woman, what was she in the scene from Platoon when the dude had his hands up like this? Huh? What was she? And she looked like she was in a movie scene. Like she had just been shot or something. What is that? That's not normal behavior. So this is the response, and I'm wondering if these people actually know why they're mad. We're going to find out. Here's some more. Look at this guy. Look at this next guy, y'all.
Do still feel very strongly if he was a different ethnicity, or people group, yeah, he'd be gone. It wouldn't be no, he's a hero and this, that, and the third.
Y'all hear that? Yeah, he feels so. Says the man who didn't get any charges brought up on him in spite of all the things that he did and his background and his record. See, what we're going to find as we explore this is that white liberals and black race baiters, basically the race baiting bunch right there, and others that work for those white liberals, they are enablers to the black community. These are the folks that will excuse a full life of crime, all this stuff that contributed to a situation taking place like Jacob Blake, the man we just heard from. Forget about the victim that he, violated, which was his ex, all of that stuff, because see, they want to make this dude a hero because see, then they get tied to racism and all of that stuff. So they don't care about black people's individual choices, their discipline or lack of. They don't care how this person lived their life and all the details that contributed to coming to this one moment in time. They want to erase all of that and just say that these white folks are the ones that are attacking these black folks and hold them not accountable at all for their own behavior. See, so here's a guy who got off because they knew that they can use him for this, victimization of black men. That's the only reason he got off. But he's up here talking as if he is an expert on this, like he's really down with the struggle. This is unreal. And so now, instead of making positive black folks heroes, we go out and find these victims to glorify and just act as if nothing they did in their past contributed to what happened to them. Interesting. Do you think that's productive for black people in the black community? No. So don't get mad at us conservatives, us black conservatives, for pointing this garbage out and calling us a sellout when we're trying to show black folks that they're trying to use us so they can push a bigger narrative. And we about to call that mess out as we get into the race baiting bunch.
I'm telling y'all, listen, y'all better wake up. Y'all think y'all had a win today, but it ain't gonna be how y'all think it is.
Who is y'all? Who is y'all? Y'all think y'all had a win today, but it ain't gonna be how y'all think it is. Who does he think he's talking to? What win? Huh? Is he talking about just white folks? Is he talking about conservatives? He don't know. He don't know. He don't even know why he's defending these 3 white men who were shot. A win for what? But let's continue hearing this ignorance being slung all over the internet.
And we ain't gotta burn up, we ain't gotta tear down, but I'm telling y'all, think that y'all can come rule over black people, that y'all can come police black people when you don't have a badge on, you're gonna go around and find out.
What are you talking about? Rule over, police black folks, can come around and you ain't got no badge on. Nobody went to police anybody. These folks went down there and set up on their particular businesses or whatever and stood their ground. Why do you think they did that? See, policing would be a normal situation where nobody's rioting, burning property, destroying businesses, and then out of nowhere, a militia of white men pull up in pickups, get out with the AR-15s, and just decide to go into neighborhoods and start walking around talking about everything going okay in here, just making sure you guys are behaving. We heard black people don't know how to act. That would be something like policing. This appeared to me to be something like trying to protect your community and your property from black and white folks that were destroying it. That's not policing. They didn't even aggressively go and do anything to any of these people, but yet he's talking about y'all think y'all come here and police. He's not even recognizing all that video footage that we witnessed as they burned stuff and tore stuff, huh? See, this is the stuff that makes us look bad. Why do you think he has this attitude? Why do you think he's developed this mentality? Why do you think he can't see the flaw in his argument? Well, because of the race baiting bunch that's coming up.
We ain't taking that from nobody. We ain't taking that from no motherfucker.
You can think that you want to be a mini police officer if you want to.
There we go.
That's all I'm saying to you.
Otherwise, we'll arm all the 17-year-old black kids from Milwaukee and send them to your community.
Whoa, he thought he scored some points with that. And otherwise, we'll show y'all how to feel. And this and that, we'll send them to y'all neighborhood. But what he's failing to realize is that nobody has come to the black neighborhood to burn it down except black folks and some white liberals. What he fails to realize is that there's no need to send a whole bunch of black teenagers to those neighborhoods unless, of course, there was some type of burning and tearing down of something. If these white folks he claims all came to the black neighborhood and randomly decided, you know what would be a good idea? To show how much we are so upset about what's going on in America, we're going to start burning down stuff, destroying property, burning churches, burning car lots. Then probably a whole bunch of black folks, not just the teenagers, would be justified in coming down there and doing exactly what Cal and them did. I'm all for that. What I'm not for is lawlessness. What I'm not for is hiding a riot, hiding violence under the title of peaceful protest. That's what I'm not for. That's what I'm not going to excuse, which he's trying to do. Maybe he don't recognize the difference. I don't know. But apparently he's trying to excuse it or conflate the issues, as if these folks came down there just to harass them and they were sitting in the lawn somewhere just singing hymns. They were burning property. But yet here he is trying to make it seem like, no, y'all just came down for no reason to police us. Now, we gonna send black folks to your neighborhood and do that. Well, okay, come on. If you come to my neighborhood with guns and you see there's no one in the streets burning nothing, no one running up and down, breaking into houses and stuff like that, then yes, what are you doing here? But he can't think straight. Why? Because of the race-baiting bunch. Let's continue.
We'll see what the police did, and if y'all support them in court, we'll see if how that goes. Out of here.
That's their sanction. They're a murderer. They let a murderer go free.
They always supporting murderers. They always supporting racists.
Who broke the law?
They're always supporting murderers. They're always supporting racists. Where do you think they got this from, huh? These are black people. So for all you black people listening, I want y'all to hear me good. Hear me good. I ain't talking about the black conservatives with some common sense. I'm talking about any black liberal that is mad over this verdict, any black Democrat voter that is upset and think that it's all about the system and they've been doing this to us forever, well, you don't need to go looking at conservative white folks for that. Everything that they just said in that whole statement is the history of the white Democrat Party. Yep. Yeah, they've always done that. They've never wanted black folks to have a head in life. They never wanted black folks to be able to protect themselves. They never wanted all of that stuff that these folks act like they're upset about. They don't realize that they're defending and probably most likely voting for the very party that caused all of that history that they're so mad about. But let's continue hearing them spread the ignorance that the race-baiting bunch got them thinking and believing. Here we go, y'all. More ignorance coming right up.
The murderers and the racists. Who wrote the laws? Who doesn't govern? The laws wasn't written by us. It was written by them. If the laws was created by them, and guess who is going to protect?
Yes.
Okay, then.
Don't hear them? They think they dropping all kind of knowledge, okay? Maybe they need to check and see what those Jim Crow laws were. The ones that Joe's talking about. Yeah, the Jim Crow is Jim Eagle. Yeah, all of those laws came out of what party? Democrats. All of the gun laws that they wanted to restrict citizens from having, that was Democrats. They didn't want black folks carrying guns. See, I'm not sitting back saying that Cal has the right to carry a gun and black folks don't. I'm telling you, if you are a law-abiding citizen and you understand the Constitution, you also have the right to protect your life. This isn't about black or white. This is about the law. They're pretending that that law is completely biased in regards to the Second Amendment, not realizing the very party and the folks that's whining about this and making it a race issue are the ones that want to restrict the Second Amendment. These people that they're complaining about are the laws and the ones that wrote it and the ones never wanted us to have. That is the history of the Democrat Party. The conservatives fought for black folks to have guns to protect themselves. They fought for black folks to have equal rights and stuff like that and the ability to vote and all of that. Not the party y'all still voting for. And this is why we sit back as black folks and chuckle out of kind of amusement / embarrassment when I hear black liberals defending the very party that they're mad about all of this history over. I'm just getting loose.
So I'm not surprised. But what's good for the goose is good for the
Good for the game. There she go again. She's written her clothes.
What's in the bag? Do not push. We got people on.
See?
Simply wanted to publicly announce that the verdict of the Kyle Rittenhouse case has been nothing more than a disgusting reminder of what it's really like to be black in America. All the protesting, everything we went through in 2020, we really would think would make a change, but clearly it doesn't. We scream Black Lives Matter, but it doesn't matter enough for these people who are in power, the jury, the judge, anybody, to charge this man with murdering and taking away 2 beautiful black lives at the ripe ages of 26 and 36.
Okay.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
We can't go to the store, rest in peace, Trayvon Martin. We can't lay in bed, rest in peace, Breonna Taylor. And we can't even protest without our lives being on the line. And that's what we fight for. We fight for.
Excuse me, pro-black man, ignorant pro-black man, who's talking about it's disgusting and taking away 2 beautiful black lives and all of that stuff. Did you not see that little picture that I want to show across the screen? They didn't look very black to me. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is how you end up making yourself look completely dumb, uneducated, and misinformed. This is how you become a complete pawn on that chessboard of liberalism as they use identity politics, ignorance, and manipulation, and also the race-baiting bunch to get black folks to this point where here he is thinking he's dropping knowledge on the internet, and all he's doing is dropping ignorance all over it, talking about some 2 beautiful black lives. You didn't take the time to go and look and see who the victims were? Now, he deserves this. 1, don't you feel dumb? 2, look at you. This is where they got black folks to, the level where they compromise all of their common sense, curiosity to find out which truth and which lies, and then get on here emotionally and impulsively and make claims and statements like this. But there's more. There's more. We ain't going even, this is just part 1. Right now, I'm just focusing on, of course, the regular common people who done bought into this. The regular black folks is mad for nothing over this. Okay. And then part 2 is when I move into the other folks who got these folks thinking like this. But let's finish out here because we want to find out why they all mad about this whole verdict and stuff, you know, because of racism and stuff. Here we go.
Take a look at this from The Independent. Kyle Rittenhouse cleared of murder after shooting dead 2 Black Lives Matter protesters, with the full story synopsis saying teenager who shot, quote, 3 black men with rifle found not guilty on all charges.
Okay, excuse me. First things first. See what I'm talking about? This is propaganda. This is them taking advantage of ignorance. So, we got what? A Black Lives Matter protest, right? However, the people who got killed were not black. So they claimed that they were there. In fact, in a lot of that footage, I didn't see all black folks. I saw a bunch of white liberals. So apparently, these white folks that somehow was at the Black Lives Matter protest decided, you know what would be a good idea? To, I guess, to show that we're defending black people, to go and chase a young man who did nothing to him, said nothing to him, was trying to put out fires that some of them set, wipe graffiti off the walls that some of them wrote. And yet, they decided to attack this man, chase him, and then they got themselves shot. What kind of Black Lives Matter rally is comprised of them burning stuff and tearing up stuff? That's not a rally. That's not a protest. That right there is a riot. So if Black Lives Matter had any integrity, they would want to distance themselves so far from this type of behavior. Because if you want somebody to respect your movement and your organization, burning down their city is not the way to go. But yet, to top it off, they end with saying that, these were black folks that got killed. Now, do you think that type of misinformation is going to be healthy to move forward in, one, thinking about this whole case rationally and with the evidence? Or do you think it will compromise all of that and make black folks go into a rage as you print this, and then when it comes out to be a lie, you never go ahead and retract it, you never reprint it, you never update it? That is why that young man who we just listened to, still on the internet talking about 2 beautiful black lives gone just like that. But let's hear more of this. See, this is what I'm talking about. I got to expose this. See, now, after you see my video, if you are a black Democrat voter / black person in America that's mad for nothing without getting all the details, and I give you this information and you still mad for nothing, then it's your mission. It's your mission to be angry and mad for nothing and be used to help forward this narrative. Like I'm about to show you how the race baiting bunch is being used. Now let's finish this out.
Kyle Rittenhouse, after he was found not guilty on killing 2 black men, hashtag BLM, hashtag Black Lives Matter. Here's another Twitter user who has a check mark, so we'll leave his identity open. The fix was in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. Judge Bruce Schroeder did everything in his power to ensure the acquittal of a murderer who will now parlay his fame into a career as a right-wing rock star. It only cost him 3 black lives.
See, y'all, that's all it cost, Kyle. 3 black lives, see? The level of propaganda and the level of ignorance surrounding this case is astronomical. All they're doing by getting emotional and mad and running around trying to make this a race issue is they're fulfilling the agenda of someone else who pretends to support the black community, pretends to love black folks and defending black folks and all of the years of atrocity. Notice all of these folks that are promoting and elevating black folks on TV to push these narratives and all of that stuff. They all are part of one big fat party. And that party seems to have one overall theme. Everything's racist. Everything is about defending all of these folks from racism and the white folks that are doing stuff. Notice you don't see white conservatives burning neighborhoods. You don't see black conservatives looting and tearing up stuff. In that crowd, I can pretty much guarantee you 100% of the white folks in that crowd were white liberals and Democrat voters. And I also can pretty much guarantee you that 100% of the black folks in that crowd that were burning and looting, and some of them you just saw screaming up at the sky, are Democrat voters. They're not conservatives, but yet they're trying to paint us out to be the violent ones. You know, they paint us out to be the Uncle Toms and all of that stuff. And I'm saying, y'all are the ones that are destroying property and burning stuff and acting a fool. And when somebody confronts that, then they're the racists. When somebody brings this out and says, look, me being black, I want to see other black folks think for a second and not react emotionally. What did you do to contribute to this situation? Oh, you a sellout. Oh, okay. So you want me to excuse all of that behavior, let black folks tear stuff up, act a fool, and then when they're held accountable, you want me to defend that garbage. But I'm not going to do that. So this is part 1 of me exposing this mess. And it's unfortunate because, see, these are just regular people who probably think that this stuff is really going on, and they're victims of this type of manipulation. So you're going to have to click on part 2, which I'm going to take on the real man behind the curtain, which is the liberal media and these black useful idiots on TV. The race baiting bunch. Now we see y'all next time in Kevin's Corner. Now click on it too. Click on the next video. Now, God bless y'all. Don't forget to hit that like button, share my videos. Also, don't forget to donate if you like Kevin's Corner. There are links in the bottom of this video. Check out Extreme Teas, my sponsor. If you like the products, put Kevin in the promo code. You'll get a 20% discount. And what else? Oh, find me on Rumble in the Jungle. All right, God bless y'all next time in Kevin's Corner. Take care.